They sent the text at 8:14 p.m. A single blunt message that hit like a fist: "We need space from you. Please don't reach out anymore at all." That was the whole thing. No phone call, no attempt at a real conversation. Not even a shaky excuse to soften the blow, just a flat dismissal, wrapped in the kind of silence people use when they don't have the courage to face what they've done. My uncle was the one who packed them up, my mother, my brother, and even my father, who couldn't bring himself to look me in the eye as he walked out like a guest, leaving quietly through a back door. I stared at their message for a full minute, letting the words sink under my skin, letting the shock settle into something cold and heavy. When I finally typed back, I kept it simple and sharp: "Of course. I'll cancel my direct deposits first thing." By midnight, the group chat that had been a ghost town for months was suddenly lit up like a burning fuse. Apologies, confusion, panic, all of it arriving far too late to matter. It's strange how quickly family forgets who kept their bills paid, who made sure groceries were covered, who pulled out a card or a bank app anytime a crisis landed in someone else's lap. Rent me, groceries, me. When my brother needed a lawyer, I dropped $5,000 without hesitating. The way you help someone you trust. I never expected a repayment, never wanted interest, just honesty, loyalty, the bare minimum of decency. That's where I misjudged everything. 6 months earlier, the shift had started quietly. Calls got shorter, plans started falling through, and every time I offered to help, my mother's eyes flicked toward my uncle like she needed permission to speak. My brother stopped inviting me anywhere at all. I brushed it off, convincing myself they were tired or stressed or busy. But lies have a way of leaving smudges you eventually notice. The truth arrived in fragments. First came a forwarded grant proposal from a colleague, my research, my work, but not my name. My uncle had submitted it as his own using data I'd shared with him in private. Then came the final blow, a bank statement showing an account opened under my name, without my knowledge, funneling money straight into a family trust that they all happened to be managing. They had drained me with smiles, pretending every withdrawal was a favor I'd offered freely. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I sat at my kitchen table, staring into a cup of cold coffee, and made a list with the calm of someone finally waking up. Step 1, cut off the supply. Step 2, let them feel the loss. Step 3, watch who crawls back first. The next morning, every account with my name on it was locked, frozen, or under review. I rerouted my paycheck, shut down the shared credit line, and contacted the foundation about the fraudulent grant. My uncle lost his job by Friday. Still, the silence continued. No one reached out. Not until that group message they thought would crush me. They believed they were pushing me out, that I'd beg to stay close, that I'd fight to win back a place I had been financing for years. What they didn't realize was that the raft they were clinging to so desperately was one I had built plank by plank, paycheck by paycheck, trust by trust, and it was finally sinking beneath them, not me. The confrontation finally hit on a gray Sunday morning. The house, my house, the one they used to treat like their second living room, felt empty for the first time in years. The kind of quiet that almost echoes. My brother showed up first, pounding on the door with the force of someone trying to collect a debt he didn't want to admit he owed. "Open the damn door, man. We need to talk," he shouted, like demanding my attention was his right. I opened it slowly, not out of fear, but out of intention, letting him see in my face that the rules had changed. He looked thinner than before, his eyes sunken, guilt sticking to him like sweat after a long shift. "You're really going to do this to your own family?" he snapped. I didn't respond. I just let the quiet stretch until his confidence cracked. He tried again, reaching for the old script: "You know, they were just trying to help you." That was when Uncle Ray chimed in with his favorite line, but I cut him off. "Uncle Ray is unemployed thanks to helping," I said, tilting my head. "And you're 3 months behind on your car note, right? Want me to call the bank for you?" The flinch was instant, sharp, like I had flicked a light on in a dark room he didn't want to see. That was the moment he realized the safety net he counted on was gone. My mother came last. She didn't knock. She just stood outside, her posture small, her sunglasses hiding eyes she didn't want me to read. "I didn't know," she whispered. I nodded, not out of agreement, but acknowledgement. "But you didn't ask," I said. Her lips shook, and for a moment I remembered her humming while she cooked rice. Remembered her fingers brushing my hair when I was sick, a version of her that felt a lifetime away. But memories aren't proof of loyalty, and nostalgia doesn't erase betrayal. "You said you needed space," I told her softly. "You got it." Then I closed the door before she could reply. The final move didn't need shouting or threats. I sent a full packet to the IRS outlining every unauthorized transaction, tied to my social security number, including account statements, forged signatures, and the IP addresses from my uncle's laptop. 3 weeks later, he was under investigation. The trust dissolved. Their emergency family loan fund, which was really just my money dressed up like charity, shut down overnight. And my brother, the same brother who used my wallet like it was his, had his beloved car repossessed. Right in the middle of his shift, he called me from a gas station, screaming into my voicemail. I didn't pick up. I never raised my voice, never made dramatic promises. I simply reclaimed what was mine and let the consequences they created fold in around them. People love to say revenge is poison, that it eats away at your soul. But this never felt like revenge. This was correction balance, gravity setting the stars back where they belonged after they tried to twist them out of place. And here's the part that stings the most: my world didn't fill with new people when they were gone. I didn't replace them with better friends or some new family. What I found was silence, and for the first time in years, that silence felt like breathing. So when people ask what happened to my family, I keep it short: they needed space. So I gave it to them. And when they ask how I'm doing now, I just smile and say, paid in full. If this story made you feel something, drop a like. Comment I choose myself if you believe in self-worth over validation. Hit subscribe for more stories that remind you how powerful you really are.